Liz.
Hi, Lexi.
Liz, I know it's been a while since we've been together, but I understand that it's due to a very unfortunate circumstance within your family. Please tell me about it.
Yeah, you're right, Lexi. Back on February 22nd, we were working together, and I received a phone call from my brother saying that he had been diagnosed with stage 4 throat and neck cancer, and it had spread to his lymph nodes and his lungs. And he said he wanted to be back in Texas to pass with family. He was in New Jersey, so I immediately, 4 days later, I was in New Jersey, had him packed up, took a 2-day train trip back to Dallas, from there, from the train station, we went to the VA hospital in Dallas on Lancaster. He was treated there for several weeks and then released into my care for home hospice, and stayed in home hospice with me until April 13th. And then it got really difficult to take care of him. I wasn't doing it properly. I wasn't trained, and he had a trach and a feeding tube. So I took him into hospice on the 14th of April, and he passed in hospice on April 22nd. And so that's what has happened to my family that has caused the delay in getting our shows out.
And I know that was difficult for you, and my condolences to you and your family.
Oh, Lexi, and I thank you for being with me all the way. And I also want to thank all of the doctors, nurses at Dallas VA Hospice. They're tremendous, absolutely tremendous, and everybody else that we came across on the 2-day train journey. I want to thank them for all their help. So now we're back on track.
We are back on track.
And we are in production mode for episode 4 and more.
And more.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
And watch for us, because we aren't going away.
And I understand, Liz, that you have a very moving, spontaneous tribute to your brother.
Oh, yes.
And I appreciate the fact that you're willing to show it to our viewers.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And to share it with me.
Right. It was spontaneous, but it was very heartfelt, and it explains, perhaps.
So, and I think that you'll appreciate seeing
my feelings.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's been a long 8 weeks. Trying, challenging, growing. Insightful 8 weeks. The funny stories, the characters we met, the sad memories, the struggle. Actually, watching my brother die, waste away, agony and misery with the tubes that were placed inside of him. Scared. He was scared, as we all will be. And I hope he found peace in his heart here. And he struggled to the very end to get out of bed. He was going to leave. He wasn't going to go anywhere. He was getting out. And he did. He left his body behind. We talked about that. That old piece of junk that had broken down and was of no use to him. Was left behind, riddled with cancer. His neck was so swollen. In just a matter of days, the band from the oxygen mask on his trach was starting to bind him. Just days. It was growing massively. He was very sharp up to the end. Fully aware, unless he was highly drugged, but generally pretty aware of conversation flowing in the room, the presence of the people. Would try to open his eyes when someone walked in, had a sense of presence. First night there, I knew he didn't want to be there. We went outside, he had a cigarette, and he was sitting in his wheelchair. And he gave me the most angry look. I don't know whether he felt betrayed. Probably that. Yeah. But then later on, a few days later, I reached across to him to give him a kiss and a hug because I was leaving, and he lifted his head up from the pillow and gave me a kiss on the cheek. Yeah. So anyway, back to work.